DJDUBL.
It's DJ Double here, and today my very special guest in the building, Alicai Harley.
Woo, woo,
What's going on?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. Thank you for passing through.
Thank you for having me.
Where did you get the name Hot Shot from?
My best friend, we was coming from a show. No, it was going to a show actually, and at this point we were just like on the grind and like hungry. And I remember I was coming down the stairs, and the first time I was actually dressed like on time, and I come downstairs and I don't hang, and he was like, "Hot Shot," and I was like, "Huh?" Like literally flipped my hair and all of that. Yeah. I was like, oh, say that again? Like literally I did it all, the whole thing, went back up the top of the stairs, and then he kept on doing it, and then I was just like, I like that. So I wanted it to be like, and I ended up making it be that as well. You know, like how Missy Elliott, Miss Amina? This is Mina. I want it to be like that when we Alicai Hot Shot Harley.
Yeah.
And so
that's not uncommon in dancehall music either. Of course, you've got Damien Jr. Gong Marley.
There you go.
So yeah, Hot Shot. I love that. I love that, man. Much. So you was born in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You came over when you were 5, right? Yeah. What do you remember about the early years in Jamaica?
I remember the food. I'm such a foodie. It's mad. I remember the food. I remember like like doing stuff with my dad and stuff like that, which involved food. I remember him like making me like sit on his lap, but like to steer the steering wheel and stuff like that. I remember speaking to my mom because she was already here. She came up here, so I was like saying, "When am I gonna come to England?" Da, da, da. And she was like, every minute it was like August, and August just will never come. And then like I remember really dope things. And I remember when I moved houses as well. Like I'm such a person even now where when I make a decision, I'm really strong on my decision. And I remember I wanted to move to my uncle's girlfriend's house.
Right. Okay.
And I was just like, fun. My mom just wanted me to be happy in it, and I was at my family's house. I was having fun, but we just connected. She was like my other mum in it, and I remember telling my mum that I wanted to move, and she was like, yeah. And I went there, and so from there, she ended up coming to London with me as well. When my mum eventually sent for me.
So what was the reason for the move from Jamaica to England?
My mum was already here, so that's like a typical, not in a bad way, but that's like a typical thing that not just Caribbeans do either. People that do migrate from one country to another, it's usually the parents that come first. Someone else looks after the child, or either like a sister or something like that. And then when they have enough money, they've made enough money over here, they will send for the child. They would be sending the child to school at the time, like working here, and then they send for their child, and then just for a better life, really. Was
there any culture shocks for you?
I think it was what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I got here in August though, and when I did get here, the only thing is I thought there was gonna be snow.
Right.
So I promise you, I was supposed to come and it was be snow. And I remember when I came, it was mad sunny. Like in that time, I came here in 2002. It was mad, and the sun don't really come out like that no more. But at the time, it was mad sunny, and like everything was just the same. I adapted quite quickly. I went straight into school, so the accent left within like a few months.
Right.
So I just kind of there was nothing that shocked me at all. Kind of just
So in the early years, once you moved here, what kind of music were you having played in the house? Obviously I'd be listening to what my mum was listening to and stuff like that. So it was still dancehall music and stuff like that. Once I grew up a little bit and I began to watch TV, because I wasn't really always a TV person, I was straight up on Channel U. So that's when I kind of started seeing the grime and all of that stuff. And, and from early, that wasn't really forced upon me. That was just something that I would sit down and enjoy the music channel, because I was already like musical. I already loved music and stuff. So that I think it didn't shock me either. And I didn't realize it because I grew to become kind of British, if that makes sense, because I'm in school and everything. So I didn't really feel much different. It was just growing up, really. Yeah. What point did you realize that you had a voice?
From when I was in Jamaica, from when I was younger. I don't know if I knew I had a voice. I just knew I loved to sing. And I knew people reacted crazy when I did sing. So I just thought,
so even out there, age 4 and 5 singing and you're getting forwards out there for them.
Yeah, it was more just in family though, in houses, from what I can remember anyway. Family and stuff like that, my parents. And but the more I grew up, I think when I was probably in secondary school, and it sounds so crazy, secondary school, first year, maybe that's when my ears like more realized, okay, I can actually sing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, before it was just like, I loved it, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be a star, blah blah. But then year 7, it's like I was like, oh my gosh, I've actually got a voice to sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whereabouts did you decide to take it seriously, and like, at what point did you think, actually, you know what, this is where I'm going with this?
Year 7.
It was year 7 when you realised you had the talent.
Yeah. Like, because like I said, I knew I had the talent before, but year 7, it was where like, so the whole all the times before, I was always saying to like my brothers and stuff like that, when are you gonna take me to studio? When are you gonna take me to studio? And it was like, when you turn 12, and before I turned 12, so I think I was 11, I kind of get into the verge, because I always had that in my head. When I turned 12.
Yeah.
And I actually got kicked out of school.
Right.
And I went to a centre and they had a studio there.
What did you get kicked out for?
Just didn't really have no manners, to be honest. It was not like nothing deep, just like any other kids, like, I don't know, just like
general unruliness.
General unruliness, literally. I can't pinpoint what the reason was.
Yeah.
The last final straw, I can't remember, but I got kicked out. I went back though. But when I did, I went to a centre, and the centre had a studio there.
Right.
And at the time, my father had just passed. So I recorded a song I wrote for my father in that studio. And from there, doing that one studio session is where I put that on YouTube. And then I started going to other studios. I started going to shows. The ones that I could get into and the ones that I couldn't get into, I had fake IDs for.
Amazing.
It was just, and I just kind of did that. And then up until about 14, 15, there was this underground record label that was kind of starting up, and then so I was with them, and we were just was on the road and stuff like that, and then we did this competition. Well, I did the competition called Open Mic UK,
right?
And then I did that, and I came second in the under 16s. And that was kind of just the intense year of, I was going by a different name at that time, innit? And my hair was just all kind of the colours.
What was the other name?
Not telling you.
Oh, come on.
You're going to have to go and search it up.
I've been looking, but I couldn't find it.
Other people know it though.
Okay.
Well, I want you to look for it, innit? I'm not going to tell you.
I've been looking. This is what I do. I do my research, and I've been looking for it. I didn't find it, so I'm annoyed with myself.
You know, if you watch a lot of my videos on YouTube back to back over and over, I tell you a secret. If you keep watching, they'll start popping up.
Eventually, it'll come up.
Eventually it'll pop up. But yeah, man, I did that, and then I slowed down for a little bit. I did college for 1 year, and then after I stopped college, I just said, literally, this is it. It was like all or nothing, and that was it, because I was like, there's nothing else I can do but music, and I'm not going to do nothing else. And I just started working on my performances. I didn't release no music, just did shows. And then once I did all of that, I started releasing music, and then it just kind of went from there. I'm now 21, and I kind of went hard from about 18 till now, just like non-stop, just straight up.
We have noticed. It's crazy. There's so many videos of you performing live, especially like open mic nights, which I guess now you explain you did like the open mic tour. That makes a lot of sense. One thing that struck me, and my experience of open mic nights, very good performers do get amazing reactions from the crowd. Yeah. But you get like actual pull-ups. Yeah. Like I noticed, and this is in several videos as well, I noticed you're getting the crowd there's getting so hyped that your songs are getting wheeled up at an open mic night. Yeah. It's incredible. How fundamental do you think these performances were to building who you are on a stage now?
They were the best thing I could have ever done. I've said this to an artist the other day as well. I was like, go to these open mics, they're going to build you, because I remember after me doing all this open mic stuff, I watched an artist perform that I really liked. And me and my friend was like, there wasn't a lot of people in the room, but it was the same amount that an open mic would have had. Yeah. And obviously everyone was sitting down, and I remember I said to my brother, and I was like, why is he performing like that? And we were just like, we was trying to scream and do hi, because maybe it's just one or two people. He was just so like not caring. Flat. And yeah, like flat. And then someone else was behind us, like basically trying to have an argument with us, saying, what do you expect? There's no one here. They've booked him out. I was like, fam, listen, if you do these open mics, you understand that regardless, you got a show. You don't know who's in that room. And another artist came up and they proved it. They gave the energy all the way, and the crowd did have to stand. So I mean, like I say to artists like coming up anyway, do them open mic nights, do them. I've done a show where there's been 3 people in the room, including my brother that came to watch me, because everyone's left and I was the last person to go on, but I've still performed as if there was a crowd. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, it really built me as an artist, where you never know where you're going to be. Like great, you could blow up tomorrow, but you could still perform to 3 people the day after. How are you going to perform to them? Because people are going to record it. When it goes online, no one's going to give you the benefit. You don't tell your story. So
you're very versatile as well. Like one record that you've done that I absolutely love, and I feel like the masses haven't seen this side of you yet, Know Me. You've got bars, like not just bars, but you've got like the flow for it as well.
Thank you.
Some people comparing you to like a Rich 3-2 or a Cadet with that record. And when I was listening to it, I was like, she could spin most guys like with a flow like this. It was amazing. So
thank you so much.
When did you realize you could be so versatile with it as well?
It was the stages of not knowing what the people wanted. So even the rap, me doing the rap thing, I did it because I loved it. And then going on, there were stages where I was kind of going hardcore on the grind beats and stuff like that. And I liked all of them. So I loved, and the dancehall stuff, I liked everything. But I would always pick what I was going to do. And I was kind of block myself in because I'm like, I felt like I had to do one thing all the time. And like once I tried all of those, it was like, oh, I can do all of them and I can now mix them up. So even now when I'm doing music, like unreleased stuff as well, everything in one, like I've just kind of played with it. I've not really put no barriers on it. And it's just, again, it's just from the stages. It's just from me growing and knowing myself and knowing what I need to work on and just trying to be the best at everything I do for me.
We're going to get more stuff like that from you.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, yes.
I love to hear that.
It's so great because Know Me as well. Like, it was a blessing how I put that out because we didn't have no one to shoot it. My best friend shot it.
Right.
And at that time, I was so broke. Shout out Lavelle. He recorded that for me. Lavelle London, yeah, he recorded that for me. And I remember I came to Lavelle. I was like, Lavelle, I'm broke. I can't record music. Da, da, da. I'm not going to college. I don't want to do college. Da, da, da. And he was like, I got you. And he recorded that in terms of vocals. And then I remember the day I got up to my best friend, I was like, yo, let's shoot it. And he shot it and I edited it and we flung it out the next day. And everyone goes back to that. And like, even though it wasn't like everyone fully appreciated it at the time, people are now appreciating it when they go back to it.
Looking back, that's probably the first time I'd ever properly seen like a body of work from you, like an actual recorded piece. Like, but it was sick, man. Really, really good. One thing that struck me about you, you'll credit like anyone who's helped you out, the producer. The guy who's on the camera, the guy who edited it, your makeup artist, your stylist, someone who did your hair, maybe even the Uber driver. Like, you're crediting absolutely everyone. I feel so bad when I don't as well. Huh?
I feel so bad when I don't, because sometimes I don't because I don't want it to be too crammy. Or I want him to focus on just one thing. But yeah, no, I believe that as an artist, sometimes people can just look at you and think it's just you. And it's great. I sing, I write and all that stuff and I edit my stuff and whatever. But credit where credit's due, innit?
Yeah.
And it's like, and a lot of the times I got a big up that so much people have done things for me for free. Like I said, at one stage, I wasn't able to do all of this stuff. So I kind of got to give that big up there because at the end of the day, they didn't have to. They did it out of the love of their heart, you know what I mean? And it's like vice versa. They get a promo out of it. And like I said, credits where credit's due. I don't see why people don't do it though.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's so dope that you do acknowledge everyone like that because like you say, most times, especially from the fans' perspective, they'll see a video and they don't think of everyone involved. They just think, oh, that artist, that one person's sick on the video, like, and that's it. So,
and some of the times I do it as well because there's a lot of upcoming artists like that people don't see. I see a lot of upcoming artists. Maybe it's because I watch a lot of music stuff, so everything that pops up on my thing is artist related from everywhere. Like, and a lot of the times they're looking for someone that goes with their style or someone that can shoot this sort of thing for them or someone that will do their hair like this and they don't know where to like get all these people. So it's like they might like that thing that, and I know a lot of people like to do this whole thing where, especially females, they like to do the thing where I don't want someone to look like me or I don't want someone to have this like me or have this style of thing like me. I don't see the problem in it. So I'm just like, yeah.
Let everybody shine.
Yeah. I've seen things in the comments. I've seen hairstylists that tagged in someone's thing. I've gone to get my hair done there. Like, why not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's how it should be, though, in my opinion. The stuff you're putting out now is very different to, like, using Know Me as an example. Yeah. And to use the words of Frisco, like, you're running it when it comes to that yard style now.
Thank you, man.
Why the shift to very dancehall orientated records as, like, the singles? What was the catalyst behind that?
All right, so... so it's most people now, they just kind of see that and they didn't know about all Know Me's and everything like that before. So the people before, they always want to know that question of what was the shift. And the funny thing is that I was already writing them records. So I was already doing the dancehall twang,
Right.
Like I was already writing them records. Here and there my accent would chip in. If I chat to my mum, I'm definitely not speaking to her in full English. So it's like, it was always there. But like I said, it was that stage of not knowing what the people wanted. And the minute I did Hot Shot Tuesdays, which was just me doing whatever I felt at the time, whatever I wrote that week, I was putting out. It managed that I felt the dancehall kind of vibe for the last one, and I did that, and the people loved it. And it's like that's where I'm most happiest, if I do say so. Like with the dancehall twang and everything like that. it's where I'm the most like. So it was mad that it's like they gravitated to that, and I guess from there now it's not that I'm doing them because I feel like I have to. It's because I like it. See, because there's a lot of tracks that we've done anyway. That I've got a full R&B stuff going on. Do you know what I mean? I've got full ballads going on. Obviously, no one's heard it yet, but what I want now is the dancehall thing.
It all seems very organic with you. It doesn't seem like, oh, okay, well, this is what's the flavour at the moment. Let me try this. Like, it all seems, it does come across in the music. Like, it feels like that's what you want to be making. Gold was definitely the breakthrough record for you. Yeah. It's got up to 500,000 views on YouTube now. I didn't actually check the Spotify figures, but what were your expectations when you released the record?
When I wrote it, because when I wrote it, it went out quite quickly, straight after. So it went out about 2 days after, initially in the March. Like, obviously, remember it was a campaign and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And instantly when I wrote Gold, I'd never had a feeling like that about a song before. So, like, it sounds mad to say this is a tune that gets me emotional when I think about the actual period and the time, because I remember the feeling. It was late in the night and I'd done it, and I called my friend and I was like, yo, like, God's good, I've done it. Like, I genuinely feel like I've done it.
Keep talking.
And like, I just felt a feeling like I saw everyone singing back to it, like, and all of that stuff. And I wouldn't say, not in a cheeky way, like, oh, I expected it to be like that, but I saw it in my head, like I saw it happening. And it did. A lot of people know me for the tune.
It boss you.
Yeah, well, to a certain extent, I go boss me some more.
Yes.
Amen.
One beautiful thing about that record, we spoke about it very briefly off air, is you're an artist that understands the importance of dub plates. And I think Gold, actually, no, I know Gold is my favourite dub for 2017. I still spin it out now, like,
thank you so much.
It's sick, but the way you did it was heavy. Some artists just drop the name at the start, like a little intro, but you did the whole track. Like, I loved it, man.
Thank you so much. And that was the first, I had never done dub plates before that.
Really?
No, I hadn't done.
Wow.
So, like, the first batches that went out, like, I don't know, and I think yours might have been the first batch as well.
Yeah.
But I was like, I remember I was proper like nervous in the studio because I was doing a whole, you know, like, I just never done it before, and it was different. So I was like, oh, what? They're dope. And I do feel like dub plates, they're very important as well.
100%. But my name's quite easy to sing, isn't it? It's DJDUBL. Like, it's easy.
I remember doing your dub plate though.
Like, doing my one.
Like, as in, because it was like DJDUBL.
Yeah, that's it. It's just easy to say. It's coincidence. I didn't choose it that way. Some girls are on the whole female unity thing. Some girls are like, nah, the crown's mine. Everyone else is dead. Where are you in the? Where are you in the balance?
I say it all the time, and it's straight up. I believe, and I'm not saying it's no cheeky thing, I'm not saying it in a way, sorry, it's not a fake thing, innit? Like, I would be, you know, if I want to do, but I believe that everyone's a queen, and I also believe that I am queen. The crown does not have to be given. It's already here. It's
there you go.
Also, I just believe that it's silly, you know, when people are like working so hard to make a statement for that, just that, being the queen of it and all that stuff, you can miss so much. The smart ones are the ones that act like it's that, and they're doing their work. But sometimes you can get really caught up on just trying to be that you're missing all the other things that you could be doing, that real stuff. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So then it's like, well, you got this whole fame, but you really ain't got no foundation. So like, I'm not really running for that. And plus, I really believe in like people coming up and making it. Like, that I'm a strong believer of people coming up and making it, and giving whatever advice I need to give, because a lot of artists, and it's not to disrespect them or nothing, but it's the facts, act like it's once they've got there, like it's easy. And being that I'm not even there yet, and I'm telling you, this thing ain't a joke. It's hard. It's like it's just unnecessary, the negative energy, because it's like it can be gone like that, and a lot of times that's why it ends up going like that.
Yeah, for real.
So it's like, why not support everyone else when we all know how hard it is? Because everyone wants. There's a lot of people that want to be the only person doing everything, not just artists. Anything. It's just support each other, man. And to be honest, we're stronger together anyway.
Exactly. Strength in numbers, man. Naah Done is definitely 1,000,000% gonna be the summer anthem for Carnival. I'm feeling it already. It's gonna happen, innit? That's just gonna be you know, every year there's that one record that everyone's like, Yeah, that reminds me of Carnival for this year. I feel like yours is the one for this year. Tell me everything right up until the release for the record.
Okay, you want to know everything? Okay.
Everything.
So, I was hit up by Monique. Now, if you don't know who Monique is yet, you want to know who Monique is?
Who's Monique?
We got Monique. Who's Monique? Monique co-manages with me, with my manager. Owner.
Okay.
Now, anyway. And initially, she had seen Gold online and she had posted up on her Instagram, but because her Instagram was locked, I didn't see the post up, but she had then showed Ty, yo, look at this girl, da 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 da. So Ty had posted it up on his story. Now I see stories in that little requesting. And then I said, thank you, yo, da 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 da, showing him love and that. And then he was just like, yo, let's link up. I didn't know who he was at the time. I didn't know nothing. And then we linked up we were supposed to link up the Thursday and then they flew back to America. And they came back the next Thursday. And then we linked up and we went in the studio. And the vibes were just, the energy was just mad at that time. Like hadn't done Naah Done then. We had done something else. And then they came back like a couple weeks later. And we got in the studio and we were vibes in. And coming to the end of the session, he played that beat. And we just vibes off of it. Like we just went back and forth and it was just, we were dancing up in the studio. And then I started doing the kind of like, see you. And then, cause it was so different, I was just like, nah, I don't want to say it. And they was like, come on. So I was like, okay, cool. Tell you what, I'm not going to sing it here. Let me go inside the booth and do my little vibe that I'm getting. And just like that, reeled it off and we just went crazy. And then we just like, we knew then though, we were just like, yo, but then we didn't know if like we were just a bit tipsy.
Yeah, just like, gas caught in the moment type thing.
They knew, but I was like, I'm just a bit tipsy. And I was like, well, all I do know is anyone that is tipsy is going to love this.
Yeah.
And then we just vibed off of it, man. And like, we've made so much more records that I can't wait for the world to hear as well, man. Ty is an amazing producer, amazing person. His energy's different. We click, like literally click. So like it's a blessing for us to come together and we did that. We did Naah Done and we got so much more to do.
Let's talk about the video. I know I saw one of your clips, the perils of shooting a video, like with your life jacket and all that.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how much people laugh at that? Like people see me and they go, I have to. I say in the video, I have to. It was
the
so
maddest
funny.
thing is because the contrast. When you see the final take of the video, it just looks so smooth and like, she bodied it. And then you saw your, what is it, Insta story or just video?
On my main Instagram, I put it up here.
Yeah, you were panicking, innit?
Yeah, because someone was like to me, it was actually calm, and she was saying to me, she was showing her bridge in the video, and they were going mad of how sick it was. And she was like, I promise you, Alicai was proper going ham when she was there. She was shook. And her friend's like, no, look at her, she danced and everything. And she's like, I promise you. So when that came out, she won her bet, right? But honestly, I was shook. Like before going on there, I was panicking. Once I got in the boat and they're like, dance. I'm like, dance? First of all, this thing's tight on my legs. Secondly, this thing's moving left. And then you got the man that's in the boat that was initially came in there. He's like, no, man, you don't need no life jacket. You don't need no life. I'm like, bro, they said the water has no bottom. Where am I going? And I can't swim. But it was good, man. And I knew I had to like read. I knew the visuals were going to be sick. I knew that specific visual was going to be amazing. So just had to keep my little smile going, innit?
Yeah. You did it, man. You did it. You held it down. How was it being back in Jamaica for the first time in what, 15 years?
Yeah, 15 years. It was amazing. It was, I was really nervous going back home, just like, because I didn't know what to expect, and just, it was just crazy. And I've been wanting to go back home for so long as well. So it was just like, finally. And yeah, and to go back home to shoot, bear in mind I said that whole thing about my mum obviously migrating, like to give me a better life and stuff like that. So for me to come back to do what I love, to shoot a video, it was like epic. I wouldn't have wanted to shoot it anywhere else. And what I loved is that from in the studio, when we said we're going to shoot in Jamaica, that never changed. It actually happened. We said it, manifested, boom.
Amazing.
It was dope.
Expectations for this record must have been higher than Gold.
I don't know. I don't for me.
Yeah.
What I expected, I didn't push out no expectations. I just really wanted to do the work. So I didn't think of what I wanted. I obviously thought great things and said great things. Yeah, it's gonna do this, gonna do that. But in my heart, I never really had no expectation. I was just like, if I do what I need to do, God's gonna do what he needs to do. And what I need right now. And I'm okay with what I need right now. I believe that he knows. So
I've seen so many different videos you posted. I think you did a performance. I don't know where it was.
Yeah.
But the tune got wheeled up and everyone just kept singing it.
Yeah.
Like they just cancelled the pull up and they just kept singing the whole song, kept going and going and going.
That was a show that Bacardi actually put on at Rum Kitchen.
Okay.
And it was so dope. It was so dope. So much people came out. It was so dope. Like you saw the video on it though, and then like continued. And I'm just there shocked in disbelief because I'm like, yo, this is like what I've dreamed of. Like they're going on, and then you got Jeremiah on the keys just doing the cue back, and he's doing it sick on beat as well. It's like it was dope. It was dope. And
also Murder Mook and Marlon Wayans. Like, talk to me about that, please.
I don't even know. I promise you, I don't even know. Like when I saw that,
they're just freestyling over it.
Yo. Like I was in disbelief with that.
Yeah.
I probably literally did cartwheels around the house because I'm just like, how? Like I was watching White Chicks the other day. You know what I mean? Like, and I probably shed a tear for that as well because it was just like with that the tune just playing and they just gravitated energies in it and just they're freestyling over it. So it was crazy.
That's crazy. Have you had much feedback from Jamaica for the tune? Because I know they're listening to the UK stuff now.
Yeah, I have. And because like because I shot it down there, everyone that was involved, like or everyone that saw it being shot and all that stuff, because we were creating a frenzy, baby. Like especially the outdoor shot as well, where I'm in the orange thing.
Yeah.
There was like, so everyone was looking forward to seeing what it looked like and stuff like that. And they like followed me on Instagram. They said, when's the video coming out? And like, we go pour it down 20 and all that thing there. Like, it's been dope. The reaction's been dope.
What can you tell me about the remix? Is there going to be a remix?
Find out next time on the Beat Radio.
Just deaded my question like that, you know. All right, so Dead or Alive then. Anyone ever, who would you have on the remix?
Buju Banton.
Buju?
Yeah,
Buju Banton. He's coming out. I swear he's coming out of jail soon as well, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he is.
So it's like actually possible. Yeah. Amazing. So anyone ever, Buju Banton would be the one.
Yeah, that's like my top.
Not Young Bane.
I knew you were going to go there, you know. Like, I thought you were going to just let it go.
I didn't even know until I arrived, and someone went, ask her about Young Bane. I was like, what about Young Bane? They said, just ask her.
What was it? Where it's an interview that I did, isn't it? And then I was doing, okay, it's not really a thing like that, innit? I have a thing for everyone. If everyone knows me, I flow with everyone for bants, like literally. So don't even take that seriously. That's just me. That's my character. I'm like, hey, baby. Like, that's just me. But with Young Bane, I just think he's an amazing artist and stuff like that. And yeah.
And you fancy him?
No,
cool.
no.
It's cool. It's all right.
No. It wasn't even that.
He's a talented guy.
Exactly. He's a talented guy. Amazing talent.
What is happening next for Alicai Harley for the rest of this year? We're going to run Carnival with Naah Done. It's going to take over the summertime, possibly even into the winter as well. I think people are going to be blasting it. What else is happening?
Great things. I'll be going to Germany at the end of the month. For the first time, which would be really
They got
dope.
a good dancehall scene over there.
Yeah. There's a good dancehall scene everywhere.
Europe, there are a lot of weird places. I say weird places, I mean unexpected places in Europe.
I clocked it when I started seeing the dancing videos to Gold. That's when I was like, yo, I got more dancing videos from everywhere else other than the UK. Like the stuff from the UK as well, but like Europe. Like so it was so
Sweden, there's another one.
Yeah. It's crazy. Japan.
Yeah, I know.
I really want to give you something amazing. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's going to be visuals, whether it's going to be vocals, or whether it's going to be something creative, but just something amazing.
Just working it out as you go.
In the year, yeah. Maybe I already know. Maybe I'm just, you know.
So where can people find you if they want to see, like, I really want to see Alicai Harley live? How can they find out where you're going to be and when?
I post up everything on my Instagram. So all my shows on my Instagram. And you can catch me on all my socials at Alicai Harley. That's ALICAIHARLEY. Once again, ALICAIHARLEY. You're listening to Alicai Harley on the Beat Radio with DJDUBL.
That's it. That's the outro right there. Alicai Harley with DJDUBL. Amazing.